so nervous, and it has nothing to do with speaking, it has to do with technology. Thank you, Madam Toastmaster. Thank you, Rob, being tall. Fellow Toastmasters, today's speech is on email, and I have a quick disclaimer before I get started. This speech in no way reflects upon any High Noon member, family member of High Noon, descendant of High Noon, or associated constituents, native to the 50 contiguous United States, countries that invaded or municipalities have gone under due to the economic crisis as it relates to the weekly agenda, and whether or not a grammarian has been assigned on their previous schedule before ratified by a board member or further hubbub. Secondly, today's speech is very technical, so I've dumbed it down so that I understand it. Email, something we know, we all love to use every day. The E stands for one of two things, as we all know. Enigmatic or erroneous. It definitely doesn't stand for effective. Nor electronic. I don't think electronics have anything to do with it. I know when there's a button and I want to send an email, I just press send and it magically gets to the other person. If that's electronic, I have no idea what electronics stand for. Email, as we all know, refers to the internet email system based on the simple mail transfer protocol for systems based on other protocols and to various mainframe, mini-computer, supercomputers, a particular systems vendor, or using the same protocols used on public networks. I know you already know that. You notice that the word simple is bolded. That's because the word simple refers to the fact that when email is not working, it is simple to fix. Anyone can fix it without knowing anything about it. You just have to check the server. And that people become simple-minded when they can't check their email every 5 minutes. There are two types of email. Email, characterized by jokes, sports scores, pictures, attention to detail, underlying sense of inappropriateness. Of course, there is another kind. E-female, characterized by excessive attention to emoticons, detail, shopping, gossip shopping, the ability to answer questions not even present in the email. The problem is, although it's better written than email, it's hard to get any emails to read it without pictures or emoticons. The main communication principle, or MCP, behind all email is that it should be passive-aggressive. For the 2 or 3 of you not currently in therapy, passive-aggressive means driving someone mad while making sure there is zero productivity. Here's an example of the main communication principle, MCP, passive-aggressiveness. Hey Bob, this is an email. Can you pick me up so we can ride together to the game? Sincerely, Dave. Dave, I can't pick you up, you're too heavy, and I recently hurt my back. I suggest you get in the car yourself using your own power. Sincerely, Bob. This satisfies the MCP of passive-aggressiveness completely. Number 1, is passive-aggressive and avoids the real question of Bob needing a ride, thus ensuring that the communication goes on forever. 2, Dave is clearly telling Bob he needs to lose weight while refusing to help him. Dave responded to Bob's email at the last minute, where he satisfied all the requirements of good email communication. Really, the only way Bob could have improved on his response would have been to write, Dave, I'm going to the game. Sincerely, Bob. Remember, email is a timely form of communication. So upon receiving an email, the first thing you should do is ignore it. A speedy reply would send the wrong message, such as, I have nothing else to do except respond to your email, so send me even more. Your thoughts and needs are important to me. Thus, by ignoring the email for a while, you maintain UHC, or upper hand communication. A speedy reply could lead to productivity, consequently more work and more emails. Less email always means more time to avoid or ignore email. Catch-22. When reading emails, read out loud using the voice of the sender. This does two things. It creates an authentic atmosphere It gives clues to what the person is trying to do to you. For example, let's say I got an email from my buddy Warren. Something along the lines of, about Toastmasters. I would use the voice of Warren pretending to speak to me. Hey Al, this is your buddy Warren. I really like that snazzy jacket and that speech you did. And then in small print, he has, will you be the Toastmaster for me next week? These are the things you need to watch out for. The 75% rule. Always use the 75% rule when you finally respond. Only respond to 75% of the needs or questions of the person's email. Never answer the last question. If you never want to receive another email from that person again, write a long response that answers none of their questions. Failure to follow these rules could lead to tragic consequences, such as effective communication, prolonged email communication, and increased productivity. Conflict. When receiving conflictual email or e-conflict, you should, of course, ignore it. Here's e-conflict I received. Al, you're a pompous idiot and you aren't funny. Signed. Loris, I had to pick on you because it's the last thing you would write. And everyone else in here has already sent an email like that. How to recognize you've received an e-conflict. Your sphincter will try to strangle nearby organs. You'll drink something not associated with that time of day. After reading this email, file it in a folder entitled Grudges. Never trash it. It'll be useful later. After reading this email, file in the folder. Oh, I already said that. Oh, I just got an email. Oh, your speech time is up. Sign the timekeeper. Okay, thank you.